Welcome back to Hidden Wisdom Academy Biology. Hope you are doing well. Today we start a new chapter which is Morphology of Flowering Plants from Class 11 Biology. This is Part 1. Subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming parts. The full playlist will be made available, and lecture notes will be shared in the link tree. You can also follow our daily NEET MCQs and PYQs and biology podcast series for quick revision. Now let's get started. In this slide you can see the syllabus of this chapter along with the PYQ topics and the years they were asked so that you can get an idea what you can expect for your exams. Let's begin the introduction to Morphology of Flowering Plants. Flowering plants may look very different from each other, but all of them share the same basic body plan. This includes roots, stems, leaves, flowers, and fruits. The study of morphology helps us describe plants clearly, and it is very useful in classification and identification. Plants also show special modifications in their parts to adapt to different functions like climbing, protection, or storage. The plant body is divided into two main systems: the root system which is underground, and the shoot system which is above the ground. Now let me ask you a question. What is morphology? Morphology is the study of the external features of plants. It focuses on roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds, and it helps in classification and identification of plants. To get a general idea of plant morphology, remember this. All flowering plants have the same basic body plan with two main parts: the root system and the shoot system. The shoot system includes the stem, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. Understanding this body plan is the first step in studying and classifying plants. Let's now understand the difference between morphology and anatomy. Morphology is the study of a plant's outer parts, roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. For example, calling a leaf simple or compound is morphology. Anatomy looks inside the plant. It studies tissues like xylem and phloem, which need a microscope. For example, in a leaf, anatomy shows mesophyll and stomata. In short, morphology is what you see. Anatomy is what's inside. Together, they explain how plants grow and adapt. Before getting advanced in this chapter in this part 1, we will quickly see modifications in plants. Plants can change their parts for different functions. This is called modification. It happens in roots, stems, and leaves. These help in storage, climbing, support, protection, photosynthesis, and reproduction. Examples, like roots form prop roots in banyan. In stems become a tuber in potato. And in leaves it turn into tendrils in pea. These changes make plants survive better in their environment. Let's practice few questions, so that we test your understanding for the upcoming parts. Let's start with question 1. Which of the following is the underground part of a flowering plant? Is it option A, root system? Is it option B, shoot system? Is it option C, leaf system? Is it option D, flower system? Explanation. The body of a flowering plant is divided into two main systems. First, the root system, which grows underground. It anchors the plant and absorbs water and minerals from the soil. Second, the shoot system, which is above the ground. It includes the stem, leaves, flowers, and fruits. Together, these two systems help the plant grow, reproduce, and survive. So, option A is the correct answer, which is root system is the underground part of a flowering plant. Now, let's move to question 2. Assertion A. For understanding the classification of higher plants, we need standard technical terms and definitions. Reason, our morphological features like roots, stems, and leaves show no variation in flowering plants. Is it option A? Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Is it option B? Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Is it option C? A is true, is false. Is it option D? A is false, but R is true. Explanation. Assertion says for classification of higher plants, we need standard technical terms and definitions. This is true, because without standard terms, comparing plants scientifically would be impossible. And the reason says roots, stems, and leaves show no variation. This is false, because morphology clearly shows adaptations, like storage roots, climbing stems, and modified leaves. So, option C is the correct answer, which is assertion is true, but reason is false. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, like, share, and subscribe. In the next lecture, we'll cover types of root systems, taproot, fibrous, and adventitious. We'll also learn about the regions of the root and root modifications like respiratory roots, storage roots, and prop roots. Check the description for the full Morphology of Flowering Plants playlist, our daily NEET biology podcast, and the MCQ and PYQ practice series. See you in the next video.